You know, when it comes to trolling for walleye, especially big walleye that live in the Great Lakes, some of the best fishing is to be had late in the fall and right into winter. And as you can see from the snow that's all around us and the conditions we fished in today, it was really nasty. But the big fish were feeding heavily. Now, when you're trolling for these fish, they're usually suspended in water anywhere from about 30, sometimes the shallow is 20, but really 30 feet all the way to about 120 feet. And what I'd like to do is show you some of the new lures from Rapala that work really well when it comes to trolling for those big walleye. What I'm holding up in my hand is called the Rapala Trolls 220. TT20. The 20 designates it that it'll dive down to 20 feet. And this is probably one of the most popular colors. You can see that it has a chartreuse back and a chrome, like a platinum side with a little black dot. The most important thing is that big lip. Now, even though I've got gloves on, you should still be able to see it. I'll try holding from the back. This big lip is key because it makes the lure dive down to 20 feet and it also gives it a really nice wobble from side to side. Now, this new series of lures comes in a size 20, like the one that I've got here in this box, and also in one that dives to 15 feet. And you can see in the package on the side it says Trolls 2 15, and there it is in the same color. Pre-fishing, we were out here about 2 days before we shot the show. We had about 4 fish on this particular one, this model, fishing the same area, and a few fish on the 20, so they all work well. The other lure that I'd like to tell you about that works really well, especially when it's really bright out, is this ghost color. It's like a pearl color, and I'll show you the back. This is called a Storm Thunder Stick. It's the deep one. And I'm just going to pull it out of the package so you can see again the lip that it has. It's got a very slender body, so I'm going to hold it towards you. You can see that nice lip when I tilt it, so you get that nice side-to-side wobble. And the color is almost like a transparent pearl. It's a very natural minnow colors. Okay, so there's lots of crankbaits and these stick baits that you can use for these deep water walleye that are suspended, but these 3 that I've shown you are some of the best. You know, we could have just come out and done a show when the weather's normal, but seeing I'm working with 2 real pro guides, we thought we'd pick one of the worst days of the winter. You can see from the conditions that it's tough out here. But you know what? I'm impressed. They've put us on to fish steady. We got another nice trophy walleye on. You know, if you love to fish, and you like to catch walleye especially, Grant and Gary fish for all kinds of species of fish. They guide people on tributaries, on Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, and even on lakes in northern Ontario at certain times of the year. Another big fish. Trying to get it. Be careful back there, Gary. Good net job. Okay, Grant, you can put it back in gear. Here I go lipping the bass again. So there. Isn't that a gorgeous fish? So if you want to catch big walleyes like this, G2 angling. Either Grant or Gary will take you out and you're going to get some really big fish just like that. And they got so much energy that he's ready to go. So I'm going to just give me the tail, boom, gone. Let it go, guys. Hey, and the weather's nice now. It's almost short weather, not quite, right? All right, okay.
Fisher girls! Catch the passion!
You know, if you want to just do a little bit of fun fishing, there's nothing more enjoyable than using a float and just a worm for bait. Now, Terry, can you show me what your favorite way to rig a worm is?
The least messy as possible. So I'm going to cut him in half.
You're doing great.
Try to get him right on this hook so he doesn't come off.
That's awesome. That's a perfect way, because here...
Now he's not coming off.
So because you put the worm right up on the hook, they're going to get the tip of that hook in their mouth. But also if some bass come by, you got a good chance of catching them too.